It looks like it's working.
Oh, okay. I need to see my desktop though. I can't. It's like sitting on the file sitting on my desktop.
Oh, okay, so I think you need to move the screen out of the way. So if you want to go to your desktop and just move the Safari or whatever it is that you're using, your the application you're using to be online, you can move it. Yep.
Ah, there we go. Okay, so that's the slide right there. Do you want me to do that now, or do you have announcements?
No, yeah, I'll just kick us off, and then we'll have you start chatting. We'll bring you on. But usually I wait a few seconds because it says 0 viewers, and
Okay.
I just need to wait till I see the viewers. Maybe they're on YouTube. Or somebody from my team can text me that they can see us. That would be great. Or message me or something.
This is
Because
a
it
different.
says okay, this system's really cool because what happens is it automatically records it and puts it on YouTube for you.
Oh, that's nice.
I know. So I love it because I don't have to do much. It just does it for me. But I'm not sure if people can see us yet. So I'm going to ask my team real quick. Okay, now I'm starting to see people pop in. There we go. Cool. Okay. Happy Thursday night, everybody. Welcome to the Inspire Empire team call. Obviously, I'm Anita Miron, your leader and coach. I am excited. We have a special guest on this week, Jatana. Jatana is a 6-star diamond coach, an elite. Okay, good. Thanks, Michelle. I got it. I can see you. An elite coach from 2014, and Jatana's been a coach for under 2 years. Is that right?
About 2 years. It was just 2 years in January.
Very cool. And so I asked Jatana to come on. Yep, everyone. Yes, thank you. I asked Jatana to come on because she has been able to build her social media or her business through her personal Facebook page. Thanks, everybody. And I know that a lot of new coaches come on to our team and they say, Anita, I am wanting to get an Instagram started. I want to go ahead and start a Facebook like page. And I personally know that for me, I started with a Facebook personal page, but I did move on to a like page and an Instagram very fast. So I'm really excited to have Jatana come on because now she's going to be able to share with us how she's been able to do it as well. And in such a short period of time, I believe, Jatana, you went from diamond to 6-star in 1 year.
It was emerald to 5-star. Emerald to 5-star.
Emerald to 5-star in the same calendar year. Is that right?
Yes.
And that is pretty impressive. That is amazing. So I'm really excited to hear from Jatana and have you guys take a million notes. I know I have my notepad ready and I'm ready to go. But first I'm going to do some quick announcements for the team. Nothing too special other than the fact that we had, and I'm sure Jatana can agree, the biggest week ever in Team Beachbody. I've been like sitting here all day just kind of on cloud 9 getting messages from our team, you know, everybody going and checking their back office and getting their biggest paycheck yet. And I just want to remind you to celebrate every victory because I know for me, and Jatana could probably agree, there is a lot of feelings of failure in this business. You get knocked down before you get pumped back up. And so it's so very important, guys, that at this point, when you get that amazing paycheck, that you shut down, step back, and look at the fruits of your labor. In the Bible, I believe it's Genesis, God said to step back and look at what you created, to step back and say, that's what I did, I'm going to celebrate it. I'm going to look at it and go, I did that. And you're going to need to let it sink in because you're going to need something to fuel you tomorrow. Because trust me, guys, I was here last year, and yes, we had this big February, this big amazing paycheck, this big pump up and excitement, but then we had a couple of weeks where it was just plummet. It kind of went back down, but then it climbed back up again. So don't let this week go without celebrating it, okay? Because you need something to hang on to, those successes to really move you forward. Congratulations to that crazy huge list of coaches who achieved Success Club last month. I personally had 25 coaches from 2014 and 2015 hit Success Club, which just means that new coaches are coming on board and doing this. The systems we have in place on the Inspire Empire are so turnkey and easy to use. I am really, really proud of the leaders on this team that are helping each other out. I personally had, from 2013 up until now, over 50 people hit Success Club. So we're doing amazing things. I know a lot of my personal leaders are really seeing a lot of their coaches really stepping up and doing amazing things. So great job to everybody. Also, great job to everyone on the team who rank advanced. I'm not going to go through the list. We had a record number today. So congratulations to all of you for doing that. Team Beachbody On Demand is out. We went over on the National Wake Up Call this week. I'm not going to dive too hardcore into that. You guys should be listening to the National Wake Up Call no matter what. But I want you to start thinking clearly on how you're going to implement the Beachbody On Demand into the way you talk to people. I updated our team script. So everything is, everything about the on-demand is kind of worked into the value and the program suggestions and the price. I even have a paragraph that goes over the price and the value of Beachbody On Demand. So I want you to go look at the script. It's saved under TIE official with on-demand script. I want you to look through that and kind of adjust it to your own voice, and start using that. I also suggest that you get on Beachbody On Demand and record yourself doing Beachbody On Demand. If you love TurboFire, get yourself doing TurboFire with your iPhone somewhere really random. Tomorrow I plan on getting my phone out and doing TurboFire in my garage or going outside if I can possibly get some snow off the ground and just doing some TurboFire moves just to show the mobility of Beachbody On Demand that anybody can do it anywhere. So great way to sell this is to show you actually doing it and to talk about it. So videos are huge. With that being said, I think I'm all good with announcements. TurboFire, remember TurboFire is $140, Beachbody On Demand is $140. Guys, you can get TurboFire and Beachbody On Demand for $10 with the purchase of Shakeology. Whew, that's crazy. Okay, thanks so much for letting me have the floor for a few minutes, Jatana. I'm going to turn it over to Jatana. I can't talk because I'm dehydrated. I'm out of spit in my mouth. I'm going to turn it over to Jatana, and Jatana's going to share with you guys how to use your personal Facebook page to drive business. And I will go ahead and mute myself. Take it away.
Well, thank you so much for having me on your call. I'm so excited. I love being able to, sorry, I'm practicing, just kidding, to be able to share what has worked for me. I'm what you want to call an orphan coach. So I don't have this huge upline to teach me these things, and so I'm really passionate about sharing anything that I've learned with other coaches, because I think that's what Team Beachbody embodies and what they want from us. And so I serve on the DC Market Council, and I love just helping and mentoring coaches who are completely clueless like I was. My first year of coaching, I was clueless. I literally went from day one all the way up until the end of the year as an Emerald coach. I was so lost. I had no clue what I was doing. I was literally randomly following people on Facebook and going, okay, Lindsay Matway posted that. That must work, and looking at all these people trying to figure out what are they doing. I know I don't need to reinvent things. There's obviously something going on. So I had to sit there and figure it out from scratch. So I'm an Emerald coach. At the beginning of last year, January of 2014, I think we had a team cup. In February, I went diamond. And then from there, I think I was a 1-star on the Success Club trip and ended the year with a final hardcore push of 5-star, which was elite. And that was my main goal. And so it was so exciting to be able to tell people, coaches, that it's completely possible to go from, February right now, if you're a diamond coach, and it's just turned March. If you're a diamond coach right now, it is completely possible to go 5-star by the end of the year and earn the elite points and become an elite coach for next year. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about what I do. If you're a new coach, you definitely want to listen in, because these are best practices that I have found to be so successful in my business. Now, I am just getting started on Instagram. Yes, I'm a 6-star diamond coach, and then my Instagram account is crappy. My like page is terrible. I post like once every month, maybe. It's awful. I just have had so much success on my personal page because that's the people who know Jatana, and those are the people who are already connected with me. And so why not take advantage of that warm market and continue to grow that warm market on your personal page? So let me see if I can do this because I'm new to this whole Google thing. Desktop. Just tell me if I'm doing anything wrong or if you can't see it. All right, I'm going to go up here and downsize this. Where's my thing? Oh, there it is. All right, can you see it?
Yes, I can see it. It's perfect.
Okay, great. All right, so I kind of already told you what we were going to talk about. How I built my Facebook, how I use my personal Facebook page, not Instagram, not a blog, not a like page, my whole business, 6-star, off of just my personal page. And I think this is the foundation of where your business can start. Now, if you're a blogger, go for it. I'm not. I'm terrible at it. So I just went with what really worked for me. And it works for a lot of coaches. So I always consider my Facebook account, even my personal page, especially my personal page, is my storefront. It's where I do all my marketing, but I do it in a really savvy way, and I don't do the icky, creepy sales stuff. So I'm going to go over all that with you tonight. One of the things that I tell my coaches, and you probably heard it from Anita before, but you want to be posting 3 to 4 times a day, non-Beachbody related, new coaches. I know you get excited about your Beachbody journey, but try to be a relatable person on your personal page. And so here's some examples of things you can post about, and you can use different fun apps like PhotoFi or PicMonkey or Pick Post and Clip Stitch. There's all these really fun apps you can use on iPhone or Android. But, posting about your kids. If you don't have kids, you can post about your pets. You can make it engaging. I love fashion, so I do little things like the 1, 2, 3 Fall Fashion Friday. And I literally think I had 95 people comment which outfit they liked best. And the reason why that is so valuable, and this may sound completely ridiculous, but when somebody is giving you advice, they feel like they are offering something of value to you, which means the relationship is growing and building. And so even though you might have gotten 90 responses of 1, 2, or 3, that one person who commented stepped out to grow in a relationship with you. And so it sounds silly, but it is so, so effective and important. So you can think of all of the facets of your life and what you're really passionate about. Your family, arts, crafts, organizations, your military life, you can talk about that. Gardening, couponing, there's all kinds of things. And if your mom's, obviously, your kids and the daily life of being a mom is huge. So make sure you're posting about that 3 to 4 times a day, all throughout the day, and I'll talk about how you can play around with different times and peak times and things like that. So every single post, you need to stop before you post. Don't just post to post. That's like the worst, because you're literally like white noise in a chatter of Facebook world that is so noisy. And if your posts are not intentional, you are not going to reach the people that you want to reach. So it needs to be original. You need to give thought, emotion, feelings, give advice, be vulnerable in your posts. Make sure they're engaging. The easiest way to get engagement in a Facebook post, like complete simplest way, is to ask a question or ask for advice. And I'll give you some ideas on how to do that. But that is the one thing that people love to do. They love to answer questions and they love to give their advice. And also one of the top tips I can say is include you. I know that we like to find fun pictures from, I don't know, say John C. Maxwell's quote with a picture of a beach scene or something. That's beautiful and everything, but take that quote, you can give credit to John Maxwell on it, and put it on your picture of something that's inspiring to you or something you're doing during the day that that quote relates to. So make sure you're including you, because that's what they buy into. They don't buy into Beachbody. They want you and who you are and how they relate best to you. So make sure you're sharing that in every single post. I make sure every time I post that it is completely intentional. All right. So if I talk really fast. I'm sorry if I'm talking really fast. So here's an example of a coach on our team. Her name's Amber. She's fairly new. And she likes to coupon. So this is a non-Beachbody post example that you can do on your personal page to create conversation, engagement. People can give you advice on something like couponing, and it's simple. And then she used PicLab, which is an app on, I believe, iPhone, and just put something simple on there, so it wasn't just a boring picture that when people are scrolling through the news feeds, they see this, and they're like, what is she saying about adult life with this cute face, inquisitive face she has? And then they go and read her post, and if they have any advice on couponing, they will comment. And that's a great interaction post that is non-Beachbody related, but that will also engage your audience and build that relationship with them. All right, so I know you guys have seen this a million times, and I love Drop a Selfie. I think it is an amazing way to get people to, literally, people are posting selfies from their cars, complete strangers, people I do not know, are sharing their selfies with me. I think that's pretty vulnerable, honestly. I'm not going to take the time to post my selfie on somebody's thread unless I really felt like I was connected with them. And so the fact that they're willing to do that is awesome, and I love doing these. You can also do, like people like to do the Man Crush Mondays, where you can post a picture of you and your spouse or son or boyfriend or whatever it is, and ask everybody else to share who is their man crush, and let them post their man crush on Man Crush Monday. So it's not just about you, but you're drawing your audience in and engaging and creating that relationship. All right. Next one. This is an example of advice. There's no crazy fun picture, which she could even put a cute picture of her kid, which causes people to want to look and read. But this is just her asking about an infant getting her ears pierced. Now, this could be controversial almost. And never get, obviously we'll talk about it in a minute, never get into a debate with whether or not somebody is right or wrong. But people are opinionated on the topic, and so she's engaging moms, and that is her target market, and this is a great post to be able to engage moms and build that relationship with them. So I'm just kind of going through some examples of how you can post on your personal page and really get the comments that you want, so you can start chatting with people back and forth, and you can like their comment and start conversations with them without it being awkward. So even, I'm going back to Kelly's post about the ear piercings. Say you do see advice on there. What a great way to go into a private message and be like, hey, Susie, I saw that you commented that you got your ears pierced here. Can you tell me more about it? And it's a great way to start a conversation up with somebody that you haven't spoken to since, I don't know, high school. So that's some of the things that I like to do on my personal page. Some do's and don'ts. We'll start with the don'ts. Don't be negative. Like, I know sometimes you have to bite your tongue when somebody says something complete opposite of what you feel, but don't be negative on your page. And you know what? If you are having a bad day, that is okay. You can always take a learning moment or a positive spin on it, or something that you are growing through. Growing, not going through, but you're going through it and you're growing at the same time. You want to share that with vulnerability. So don't be negative on your Facebook page. Absolutely, hands down, it's a no-no. Posting political things. While I'm actually insanely political, I love politics, I love presidential races and all the Senate races. I have so much opinion to give, but I don't, because that's what 50% of our audience can go, no thank you, I'm not interested in you because I don't relate to you. So I say just play it safe and keep politics just completely out of it. And I said earlier, do not post to post, right? Do not just say, especially if you tie in the post to post and negativity, like wake up in the morning and you got a migraine and the only thing you post when you wake up is, oh, I have the worst migraine. GRRRRR ... I don't know who enjoys reading that. Like, what are you going to do, like it? Don't tell people you have a migraine and then put grr across it. That's just posting to post, and it's being negative. It's not encouraging or inspiring, and it's not fun to read. Don't argue with people who offer advice. I said that earlier. Now the do's. Do be positive. Ask questions on your Facebook page. Include pictures of you with special wordings using these fun apps that we have now on our phones and on the computer. And then comment on your post, and I'll talk about that in a minute. You guys might already know this, but whenever you have a post, say you posted on Sunday night and you thought it was a fantastic post and a lot of people interacted with it, and you know that prime time is Monday morning, you can go back and comment on it, and guess what? It pops right back into news feeds. So it's a great way to, if you have a great post, even I have posts that were from a year ago that I'm like, man, this is such a good post. I don't want to redo it because it's kind of cheesy if I redo it. So I'm just going to comment like, thanks, Susan. Nobody really pays attention. But guess what? That post shows up in my audience's news feeds. All right. When to post, right? There's great intentional times when to post, and you should play around with this a little bit because everybody's target market could be slightly different. I know for me, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and my peak times are always Sunday nights from 7:30 to 9:30. I don't know what it is about Sunday nights, but it's like the weekend's over, the craziness of mom life is finally calming down. The kids are going to school tomorrow, so they're in their beds, and I am kind of de-stressing, and I'm on Facebook. So Sunday nights are fantastic. Monday mornings are my key times, 7:30 to 8:30, to post any call to action posts. And what I mean by call to action is, you know, coaching at a glance or joining your challenge group, anything like that. Monday morning is ideal time for that. I told you how you can comment and pull posts back into, so if you posted a call to action post last week and you want it to come back in, then comment on it. You can put something like, I got 4 spots left, I don't know, to be able to add that back into people's news feeds. And don't post at bad times. I have coaches who are like, you know what, I've been posting about my challenge groups and it's just not working, nobody's commenting, and I look and they post at like 10:30 at night, Saturday afternoons, Friday nights. I don't know who plays on Facebook on Saturday afternoons and Friday nights. The only thing I do on Facebook on Saturday is when my husband's driving and I scroll a little bit, but nothing where I'm actually looking and looking for something and reading everybody's posts. So stay away from the weekends and or late at night. That's not going to help you at all. All right. I already kind of covered this part, but commenting on your old posts will bring it back into your news feeds and it reaches more people. And then here's some listings of ideal times: 7 a.m., 12 p.m., 7 p.m. One of the things also for moms, nap time. I don't know if your kids nap, but a general nap time for mothers is 2 p.m. And I've found that I've went to go lay down and take a nap while my kids are resting, and my phone starts going off like crazy. And that is because 2 p.m. is a fantastic post time for moms. So if your target market is moms, make sure you include that 2 p.m. time slot for a good quality post. All right, so how to post 4 times a day, and make sure you rotate those posts. Now, I notice if you look at like Melanie Mitro, and being an orphan coach, I've had to like literally study people. Melanie Mitro posts her workout posts every single morning. She's very consistent about that. One of the things that I found to be really helpful for me is to make sure I mix it up, because my audience at night might be different than my audience in the morning or in the mid-afternoon. And so I don't always post my workout at the exact same time every single day. Make sure you're rotating those through so that different people can see your workout journey. And then make sure your Facebook page is clean. So if a stranger comes on your Facebook page that you just friend requested from, I don't know, middle school or whatever, or your dance team from high school, and they're like, oh, what's Jatana up to? She takes about 5 seconds to look at your page, right? And you want to make sure your first 5 posts is consistently a clean description of who you are, especially on your personal page. So it needs to be those 5 things that define you. For me, it's my faith, fitness, I love fashion, I love nutrition. All that kind of stuff is defined usually in my first couple posts, so that if anybody decides to come trolling on my page, they will get a definition of, do I like Jatana or do I not like Jatana? If they like me, then they either, you know, send me a friend request or begin to follow me. If they don't, then guess what? We would never mesh anyways. So make sure your Facebook page stays nice and clean. And I mean that by your personal page, because your like page is going to be a little bit different. Now here's some examples of some posts that I've done that are just fun. Well, the one in the corner is a Beachbody one, but the other ones aren't. Okay, so it was freezing cold, 1 degree here in Virginia. I happened to be Elsa for Halloween because my kids dress up and they begged me to be Elsa. And I just did this post, and then at the end of it I said, let's see, I don't I can't read it. I don't know what came over me. Let it go, haha. I thought it was funny. And people started telling me what their temperatures were in the area that they lived in. I don't know why people want to do that, but it's an engaging post, I guess. 17 people commented on what the weather was like where they were at. Now, here's an example of this hilarious snowman. It's kind of morbid. It says, "Die, winter, die." This one is probably been floating all over Facebook for over a year now, and some people I see, they share other people's pictures. Don't do that. If it's a post that is just a picture that's been floating the internet for a while, take that picture, save it on your phone, save it on your desktop, whatever, and make it yours on your wall. Do not share posts from ABC News or whatever you're finding this picture from. Take it, make it your own, and post it on your wall. And if you see on the post here, it says 11 shares. So that's 11 people within my audience who have shared my post, which means I might get more traffic onto my page because they decided to share it. And it gives credit to me, not necessarily some random website that really doesn't care about this poor snowman that's getting murdered. And then, of course, you can post fun things about your kids, and you can do cute little collages that kind of highlight and make it fun. And I think I asked a question, which is key, and I didn't put a question mark, which is bad. But it says, "Who else is getting outside today?" And a bunch of people just started commenting and liking. I think this actually got a lot more engagement than when I screenshotted this. And then on the bottom right corner, this is a simple post that was done on PicMonkey. Yes, I have professional headshots, but you can use any picture of you that is, appealing or whatever, and create a PicMonkey on PicMonkey.com and create a post that is advertising a mentorship or a challenge group or something like that. You do not have to wait till you are like gung-ho, big time, 1-star, 2-star, 3-star diamond coach. You can start this right now and align up with your upline and start promoting you, even though your upline will be mentoring you through the coach training that Anita is running. I don't know how you guys run it. We do 21-day training groups. But feel confident enough to go ahead and start this now, because you need to be the professional now if you want to be paid like a professional. So, all right, what do we got? How to incorporate Beachbody. We talked a lot about personal stuff, which is a huge part of your personal Facebook page. How do we slip a little Beachbody in there without being the sticky, creepy salesperson? Well, one, you want to make sure you're sharing your journey. You want to make sure you're posting your workouts, your pictures, meals, and recipes, and share before and after pictures. I'm going to go through examples of all of these, so I'm not just listing it off. And then make sure they're exciting, they're positive, and they're showing your leadership in your business. And here are a few keywords and no words that you don't want to use in these posts about Beachbody. Do not, this is my opinion, other people might feel differently, buy, purchase, on sale, program titles, pictures of programs on your counter. I know those 21-day fixed containers are so stinking cute, and we want to take pictures of it, and okay, you might do it once, but honestly, I don't think it's the most effective way to sell things with you being the product. It becomes across as a little bit salesy. Shakeology selfies can be done tastefully, but be very careful, because they can very much be done where it's kind of like, hey, hold my Shakeology label right here. I don't know if you guys can see me, but I'm holding my hand up. It can be a little bit cheesy. Pictures of your DVDs, prices, posting your link. Oh my goodness, don't do that, please. All right, keywords, they're fantastic. Mentor, fitness, nutrition, support, accountability, limited space. Those are great for any type of challenge groups or mentorship groups. Looking for 10 people, being very specific on how many people you want to mentor that month, or how many people are adding to your challenge group. Private group, it lets people know that it's exclusive, and it is exclusive. It's something you're offering in a private Facebook group for your challenge. And a test group, those are great words to use for new launches. You know, when 21-Day Fix Extreme comes out, your team is going to be running it for the first time, so that is your team's test group. And I don't know about your audience, but when I say test group, I literally get, this is going to sound crazy, I get like 165 Woofu applications. I don't know if y'all can see me, but I have all these Woofu applications from people. That's woofu.com. Weird word. WUFOO.com. Filling out applications to be a part of my test group. And it's just a great way to be able to really stay organized with people that are interested. Here is an example of she's not a new coach anymore. She was new when she posted this, but this is a new coach search. If you look at the picture, it is Alex. She is a young girl. She's like 24, and it doesn't have Beachbody splattered all over it. It is her. It's about Alex, and she is the product. Now, Alex's target market is young moms or young women, and her backstory, and she tells you a little bit in the post here because she's very vulnerable about her story and her why, and it's very relatable to her target market. She has 4 children, she is a single mom, and she's very young, and she hit her first $1,000 week, and that was huge for her. And so for her audience to read that just completely gets their attention of like, wait, what? Not only that, but it tugs at your heartstrings because you get to hear a little bit about Alex and why she's doing what she's doing and why she's so passionate about it. So it removes that Beachbody sales stuff to it, and it's Alex sharing her life and herself and how she is going to help you have the same success that she has. And so this is a great way for new coaches even, to start finding coaches that they want to join their team. By putting it on your personal page. And this is the second half of her post, and I add that on there. Here's a Transformation Tuesday. This is Annette's actual transformation. I always encourage you to share your transformation. It's nice to share from your team and people, within Beachbody, but people want to see you. So if you're working on yourself, which we need to be the product of the product, right? You have some sort of transformation. Make sure you're sharing it. This is Transformation Tuesday, and she did a great job in the post. She didn't say, I did the 21-day fix, and I finished it, and it's 21 days. Look at me. Don't I look amazing? I feel great. She said, wow, I can't believe in June of 2014, that was me. Now I see a toned, healthy woman. I am not striving to be a toothpick by any means. I love weights and toning. Losing some of that muffin top along the way, 4 kids, and being 40. Anything is possible. 30 minutes, blah, blah, blah. She basically aligned what it was that was making her drive towards wanting to have this transformation. And so when somebody reads that, who's 40 years old, probably her target market, who has kids, who's ready to get their body back, sees this and goes, yes, that's me. I have pictures like that. And while I think she looks fantastic even in her before picture, people have pictures like that themselves, and they think, I'm not where I want to be. I want to be toned. I want to have cut arms. I want to have abs again. And they're going to message Annette. All right. I hope I'm not talking too fast for you guys. I don't want to keep you on all night. Here's another example of an inside scoop, or you can call it a sneak peek. I know Facebook is starting to crack down a little bit on posting links, but she posts her Facebook group right here. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse. I'm pointing to it. But in the text, she posts join me, and she put her Facebook group link. So it's very non-committal, non-invasive. The person can click the Facebook group and ask to be a part of it without any questions asked. And then they get to be a fly on the wall in your Inside Scoop group. And basically all it has to be is 5 posts each, or a post each day for 5 days. Unfolding coaching. And if you're not comfortable with that, talk to your upline or your Star Diamond coach that's above you, and I'm sure they can help you put together, if you don't already have something in your team, which I'm sure Anita has some fantastic ideas for a 5-day sneak peek. But this is just a simple way. Kelly didn't hire a photographer. She had her husband take a picture. She made it look pretty with a filter or glazed over, I don't know, on PicMonkey, and added some words onto the picture, and it looks like a professional who is looking to grow her business and wants to teach you what it is she does. And she does have Beachbody written on there, but it is not all Beachbody logos. This is Stephanie. She's actually I think she's only been coaching since like probably a week before she posted this. And I think she was a challenger before, but she's already jumping in getting her feet wet, and not worrying about it being perfect. So this is a great example of a challenge group post that isn't over the top, you know, fancy like some of these. You see these top coaches, they have these amazing challenge group posts with PicMonkey where they cut their bodies out and it's all perfect. It doesn't have to be that. You can start right here, and this coach is doing fantastic. I think she hit Success Club 26 in the month of February. So this just goes to show you that you don't have to have it perfect when you first start. She has it simple. She has a RSVP date, exactly what she's going to offer with this challenge group. And then over on the side, she has a brief description of what it's going to offer you. She uses words like limited availability, you are worth it, and then she gives the woo-foo form that I spoke of earlier where people can click on it and fill out an application to join her challenge group. All right, so what not to do. I hope this is nobody's post. I found some of these online from random coaches, but this says, and Sandy Mac's link is live. I just ordered mine, so excited. And then there's her link. I don't know about you, but if I was scrolling through Facebook, I would honestly think this was an ad, and then I would see Team Beachbody and think it was like a business card or something. I'm not sure. But this is absolutely horrible. Don't do it. It's not effective. It's actually a complete waste of your time, and it's turning your audience off. So do not post straight up link. I know you're excited. Post in your team page if you're like, well, I just ordered mine Sandy Mac's. Do that, but don't post it on your wall like that. There are better ways to go about it. All right, we see this a lot. I'm sure I have actually posted a post like this, and now I'm like, okay, this is not very good. And it's cute. I know those containers are adorable. I think there are better ways to go about posting them. I've seen a lot of coaches do a lot of fun things with the individual containers and how to talk about them. But try to stay away from laying everything out and taking a picture of it and then putting things like just a little Friday reminder, 21-day fix on sale, ends Tuesday, programs $10. And that's a great value. But I love the basic part of it. She said, I lost 10 pounds in just 3 weeks. I think that's the biggest part of that whole paragraph that she should emphasize on, she or he, I don't even know what it is, but that person should emphasize on, because that's what is going to attract people is, wait a minute, how did you lose 10 pounds in 3 weeks? I need to lose 10 pounds, and I would love to know how you did it. And so focusing more on what happened and the results is going to get you a lot more people interested in what you have to offer, rather than this where they're like, that's just an ad, just going to keep scrolling and I'm not going to stop to comment. All right. These hashtags, they kill me. All right, so we were trying to share Shakeology. I honestly don't think the left side is that bad. I think this person was probably at work or something and they're showing they have their cheese stick and a banana and a red container and a Shakeology. It's not super personal, so it can kind of come off as like, thank you for showing me a picture of your shake. Okay. There's not a lot of engagement in the actual text, and the worst part of this is they hashtagged Beachbody, Team Beachbody, 21-day fix, Shakeology, Coach, and actually Love and Life is the only cute hashtag in there. But those hashtags, if your audience were to click on Team Beachbody, do you know what they're going to see? They're going to see, what, 280,000 other coaches that might hashtag it, or potential 280,000 coaches that hashtag that same thing. Same with Beachbody and same with Shakeology. It is not valuable for you to hashtag any of our product names because it is just going to lead your audience in a million other directions. And if you're going to hashtag things like things that describe you, like weight loss journey, motivation, nutrition, things like that, rather than the actual product names themselves or the company names. On the right, it gets even worse because literally they just found a picture off Google and posted it on their page like they're some walking billboard. And again, they use hashtags that will completely draw their audience in a million other directions instead of on them. So hopefully you're getting the point here of the difference between a great post and an engaging post, and then one that is just completely kind of either salesy or just really bad. Love getting mail like this. I know we've all done the whole my Shakeology's on my front step post, right? Because we do. We're excited when we pull up our driveway and we're like, oh, yeah, boxes. It's so fun. You can make it a little bit more engaging than this. Love getting mail like this. And all she had was a box and tank top. And then she hashtags Shakeology and Beachbody, which are bad. I love squats. That's a cute one. So try to avoid doing this. And if you are going to post a picture of your Shakeology box that you're excited about, then, I don't know, post a picture of you holding it with a crazy face. I mean, Bonnie Engel is amazing at the crazy faces that she makes and the big smiles she makes. Do something that's original and fun that makes people laugh or smile. And then on the right, this person actually probably took a really bad picture of the 21-Day Fix menu. And so this is just a good example of what not to do in terms of posting about Beachbody products. Now, I know we love to find these inspirational quotes on Pinterest. I love finding them, and sometimes you can put them on your own pictures, and then sometimes you just want to capture what you saw. And in this, the only thing this person said was, "You can." If this picture is something that inspires something inside of your heart, or it inspires you to take action on something, then talk about that. What is it about this quote that is stirring in your heart? What is it that's making you want to do something bigger or do something better or question the way you're handling things? Talk about it. Be vulnerable. Share your heart with your audience. Don't just put something like "you can," because that person is just going to keep reading, or they might just take the picture and use it for themselves. But make sure you're being vulnerable in your audience, especially when you post things like this that are not necessarily you. And then lastly, your Facebook profile picture. I see this all the time. Please, please, please don't put a picture of, let's see, there's some bad ones. There's like you holding a Shakeology shaker, or, you know, your kids are really cute and adorable, but they can go in your cover photo. Everything about you and your life can go in your cover photo. If you like your car or your cute dog or your kids or your husband, that all can be in a collage for your cover. But your profile picture needs to be a picture of you that is warm and inviting. It does not have to be a fancy headshot. None of these girls here, these are selfies taken from their phones, and I think they all look warm and inviting. And if one of these girls were to send me a friend request and I were to check out their page just based off their profile picture, I wouldn't necessarily be hesitant to accept their friend request. But if you have like some weird logo or picture of your state of Texas, I don't know, I've seen all kinds of crazy stuff, that person probably won't, I won't accept their friend request because, one, I don't know them, and two, their picture looks kind of creepy or not very welcoming. And so I encourage you to take a picture of yourself, or if you have professional headshots, use them, but they don't have to be professional. Just like you see these girls here, they're all very clean, inviting, and smiling. So encourage you to make sure your profile picture is something like that. If you, and, you know, I love your yoga poses. Those are cute. You can put those in your cover photo. Let's see your face, see your eyes, see you smile. All right, I think that's almost towards the end of the call. But when you post, my key things to take away is do it right and make it count. Don't just post to post. Make sure you're super intentional with exactly what's stirring in your heart. Why are you saying it, and who are you speaking to? What do you want them to hear? How are you adding value to them? How are you inspiring them or making them smile or making them laugh or making them think? Make sure each post does that for your audience. And that's all I have for you guys tonight. I hope that was helpful. Let me close that out and stop my screen share. There we go.
Thank you so much. That was incredible. Seriously, that was a lot of amazing information that, you know what, I've been in this for about 3 years, coming up in May, and I forget about those really key details, those little things that make such a huge difference. It's so ingrained in my nature at this point, and it's so second nature, and it's so obvious to me that it's not obvious enough for me to share it, I guess you can say. I don't think to share those things, and I don't even know how to often put those things in words, and you did. I'm like, yay! So thank you so much for sharing all of this and giving this. It's like a gift to my team. So thank you so much. I really loved the way that you ask questions, the way that you I mean, everything is bright, attractive, and it engages your audience. And you know what's really funny? Monday, I'm talking about social media on the National Wake Up Call, and it's very, very high level. It's just basically, why should you do social media? And so Sandy was like, well, then you can just, she's like, she was taking details out of my training. She's like, no, 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 less detail, less detail. And I'm like, well, shoot, you know, everybody needs all these details. And she's like, well, you can just host a training with your team with those details. And I'm like, well, Jatana just did that. Sweet. So thank you so, so very much. If you guys have questions for, we're gonna close up the call because we're over on our time. But if you have questions for Jatana, please send them my way, guys, or we can even start a thread in the team page, and I will ask Jatana and get some answers for you guys. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. Well, have a great evening again. We are very, very thankful for all of this information. We're going to save it on YouTube and have it for all of our future coaches on the team. So we very much so appreciate it. All right, everybody. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you next week. Bye.